so today's video is going to be a first impressions get ready with me on the Melt Cosmetics Muerte Palette. I finally decided to pick it up this time around, and they had recently announced that they were bringing this back, one and only time that they're restocking it and bringing it back. I think it's been a while that they actually did have this available. I think it's been like at least a year or two. I don't know if they had brought it back once for people to get. I don't know if they ever did. I know that they brought back the Vita one a lot, but this one was a lot more limited edition than that one. Also, it might be that they can't make the pigments in here anymore. So anyway, look at this gorgeous packaging of the Muerte palette. I'm absolutely obsessed. And then on the back, it also has that like beautiful shiny texture to it. And then when you open it up, there is a mirror. There is a mirror with a plastic insert, and then this is the palette. Look at how pretty. So I'm going to try this out today. And what I want to do is kind of stick with this section right here. I was thinking about using the red and the blue with the blue shimmer, but it's such a gorgeous palette. So I'm excited to dive into it. I don't know how dark these mattes are going to be, but I want to use as many mattes as possible to create a look. They're just kind of deep for like this time of year because it is still summertime, but I was just so excited to try this that I really wanted to dive into it today. So the first shade I'm going to use is the shade Velorio, and I'm going to put that all in my crease because I'm just excited to use this palette. And they kind of actually, maybe I should use Sangre because that one's a little bit of a brighter red. I think I'm going to use that one, Sangre. Okay, I'm just going to take a little bit, and we're going to start by building it up in the crease area. That's actually really nice. So I did swatch these last night because obviously I could not resist swatching them. Well, not last night, the night before. I kind of look like a bruised fruit right now, but I'm here for it. And I know that Melt's matte formula is very pigmented, but also it is a good formula to work with. Like, even though the pigmentation can be a little intimidating, their mattes just perform so well. I mean, I know a lot of people might be intimidated by this color story. I'm intimidated by it. I'm not going to say that I'm not, because the mattes are very dark for me, but why not try something new, right? So I don't know what is in my eye right now. So I did prime my eyes already before this, and I kind of put on, why is this not picking up as well on this side? Okay, that's better. And I did prime with the Anastasia eye primer, and then I used my Dior powder. But this is kind of taking a little long to build up. It's a bit patchy, but I think that might be just because of my eye primer. My eyes are a bit dry today, so it might just be because of my dry eyes, but it's not really applying as evenly as I would like it to. But these shades do remind me of like the shades in the waiting room palette, because they have like that blood red kind of vibe to them. Okay, so I think I am going to take the shade Velorio, and I'm going to use that to deepen up, because I think I'm going to use the blue on the outer corners. I think that will be fun. This is going to be a very deep, dark look. It's kind of giving me some fall vibes, but I'm here for it. Because I wasn't sure if I really wanted to use like the gray today, so I'm going to use the blue on the outer corners because that's what I was thinking about doing. But then I was like, wait, I can just use this color to add some definition. And I really like that. That's a really pretty shade. Kind of looking very monochromatic though. But I just used that burgundy matte that's right next to the other one. So now I'm going to take that deep royal blue called Noche Eterna. If I butcher the names, I'm sorry. And I'm going to take that on, on the outer corners. Wow. That's one of the best blues I've ever used. Hands down, I can tell already how good this is. Wow. And that's not even like really blending into the red. It just is kind of shining on its own. That is fantastic, actually. I really like that shade. And it's going on so easily. And I like barely tapped in the pan. And Melt's mattes pick up so well. And they're always just so good. I went a little bit far in with that, but that's okay. So this is my fourth Melt palette that I now own. I haven't picked up a Melt palette in a year or so. The last palette that I had picked up from Melt was the Mary Jane palette last Sephora VIB sale. Which was last April, not this past April, but last year, April 2021. And I haven't really been interested in any other releases from them besides the butterfly one, but we'll get into that in a minute. I just want to put some glitter glue on. Okay, and then like I said, for the shimmer, I'm going to use the sparkly blue in the middle called Katrina. And I'm going to take that and put that all over my lid. I just want to pick it up a little bit more and then we'll see how it is. It's a really beautiful royal blue shimmer and I'm just going to pack that all over the lid. This is some bold look, but I'm kind of here for this color combination. I don't think I've ever really done these kind of colors together. And I'm kind of here for it, so. It's such a super sparkly shimmer. But it also is a bit of a drier formula. When I was swatching the shimmers last night, I was like, oh, the shimmers are kind of dry, but they're also effective. Melt is not really known for their shimmers. They're more well known for their matte formula. But I usually love their palettes, and I usually don't have problems with them, to be honest. I really loved the Mary Jane palette because I love the super sparkly shimmers in it. But yeah, I have not picked up a Melt palette since then. So when they said they were going to relaunch this, and I don't even know how long it's been that they actually have, I was like, I think I'm going to get it this time. Oh, that is so pretty. It's like a midnight blue shade. It's really gorgeous. Okay, I pretty much got it all over my lid, and it looks really pretty. Yeah, that's really pretty. It's a very bold makeup look, but I feel like when everything's done, I think it's gonna look really good. So let me go clean it up, and then we will do the rest of the face. Okay, so I just went ahead and cleaned up the eyeshadow. Now I'm going to prime. I'm going to use the Do It hyaluronic spray to prep my skin, and then I'm going to use my Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I'm just trying to use it up. I'm almost there. I love this primer, so it's not like it's a chore for me because I love it. It really is one of my all-time favorites. So yesterday I did go to the beach, and then for foundation I'm going to use the Dior Forever Skin Glow in the shade 00. This one is kind of more full coverage than some of my other foundations, so I don't typically need as much product because it does have a really good coverage to it. So I went to the beach yesterday. Didn't make it there till like 1:40, even though I told my friends I was gonna get there by 12:30. I was an hour late because, you know, can never be on time for anything. I am currently getting ready for work right now though, so I've been trying to get ready earlier. And I didn't realize how bad I got sunburned yesterday. I got it all over my shoulders and the whole front of my back, like down to where my tank top is right here. Got burnt all here, like in this back area. So I didn't realize how badly it was burnt until after I had left the beach and I went to my other friend's house. And while I was sitting and talking to him, I realized how much my back started hurting. And I was like, oh my God, did I get burnt at the beach? And yes, I did. So, he really is into a lot of natural remedies and stuff. So he literally squeezes aloe out of an aloe plant for me and makes me this little concoction to help my skin, and I thought that was so sweet. He put lavender in it, he put honey in it, and he mixed it with aloe, and it felt really, really good. So he gave it to me so I could, use it the next few days. But the only thing for me, it felt so good and I definitely needed it. Because I was gonna wait until I got home, and it's my back was hurting me so much though that I was like, yeah, I probably should just take it now. I'm using the Cover FX concealer today just because I wanted a bit more coverage today, so I felt like just using some products to make my skin look flawless. So anyway, so he used that. The only thing is that the honey is what feels weird on your skin because it's kind of sticky. So I could kind of feel it on my skin for the rest of the night. Also, I was kind of wearing the wrong shirt to be comfortable in. I was wearing this denim shirt with stars and crescents on it. I just put that on after the beach. I also felt so sticky after leaving the beach because I couldn't really rinse myself off anywhere. There are showers there, but I didn't want to use those, so I didn't go right home afterwards. I went to his house because we were gonna go to a smoke shop together. So I didn't know that he didn't live as close to the beach as I thought. He kind of lives a half hour away. And I was like, dang, I didn't realize how far you are from the beach we were at. And he was like, yeah, people just think if you live near the beach means that you live basically near all the other beaches here. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize how far you were. But at the same time, he was like, yeah, but it's a scenic route, isn't it? And I was like, yeah. It's like, it wasn't like a bad drive. I just didn't realize that you weren't as close as I thought. And he didn't really say anything about it. Maybe he just wanted to make me realize that he isn't as close as I thought he was going to be. But I was like, oh, crap. I was like, and I wasn't really in the mood to drive anymore because I was really tired from the beach. Yo, I do not realize how, oh my God, I put on way too much powder. And that, like, made it yellow in this section. Whoopsie. Let me just try and blend that in a little better. Oh my goodness. Alright, that's not that bad, but I definitely put on way too much powder there, so. You could see it explode, right? I mean, you just saw me do that, so that was kind of dumb, but whatever. I just used the Pat McGrath powder. And then I'm going to go into my Dior powder. I've been trying to use this a little bit more often lately. Because, you know, I've been so hooked on ColourPop's products for a while. Like, especially their Pretty Fresh powder. And the, oh, I forgot I left my spray in, I think it's in my purse or somewhere over the rainbow. Oh, this needs to come out of here. I think it's here. Because I left my bag with my swimsuit and my towels in the car because I just could not carry them last night with my sunburn on my back. I was like, that's gonna hurt. So I was like, I'm not doing that. So I just wanted to wait to see if it like subsided more, and it did, but I just haven't went back outside to get the rest of that stuff. So yeah. So anyway, let me just prime my lashes real quick and then we'll finish the eyes. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go into liner, and I've been using this liner non-stop lately. This is the liner from ColourPop. It's the shade DTLA. I didn't want to go in with like the super dark mattes on my lower lash line, so I just decided to tie the look together by using this liner. And this is literally like the perfect shade to match the blue liner. I mean, to match the blue shadows in this palette. It's like literally the same color as that matte blue, so I'm here for that. And then for mascara, I think I'm just going to use the Bad Gal Bang from Benefit. I have one of the little samples here. And I'm just going to coat my lashes. So yeah, that sucked. And when I got home, I went and took a cold shower so I could run the cold water on my sunburn. So that felt nice. And then I used this stuff from Clinique. It's literally a lifesaver. It's called their After Sun Balm, and it's literally like the best stuff that you can put on your skin after you get sunburn. Like, not even joking. It's just amazing, and I just like drenched myself in it last night, and I put on quite a bit this morning because it started irritating me this morning. It didn't bother me when I was sleeping, which was nice, but it did start bothering me again in the morning. But I definitely saw that it's definitely faded from yesterday when I woke up today, so that was good. Okay, and then for the inner corners, before I do my bottom lash mascara, I want to take the shade Calica, which is this really beautiful gold. And of course we have to use that on the inner corners. So I'm going to pick that up. And I think this is going to be such a pretty yellow gold shade. Oh, that is gorgeous. And we're going to put that on the inner corners. And I think this is going to match perfectly with the highlighter that I'm going to use because it's kind of the same shade. So with Melt, you have to spend $75 in order to get free shipping. So I bought a couple of cheek products that were on sale because the palette was almost $60, and then I just bought I bought like two highlighter kind of products, and I'll show them to you when I use them. I just want to coat my bottom lashes, but I had to spend $75 in order to get free shipping, so. But I always break it up with Afterpay, so let me just coat my bottom lashes. Okay, so for bronzer, we're actually going to change it up today because I've been using the ColourPop bronzer every day since I've gotten it. I think I've used that a straight month. So I'm going to use a different bronzer today, but I kind of want to, so I'm going to use the shade Tan Bronze from Dior. And I kind of want to see if these bronzers still like kind of live up to how much I love the ColourPop one. The ColourPop one has just such an easy formula, and it's so beyond smooth that's why I have not been able to put it down and use any other bronzer, but I was like, let me like actually use my luxury bronzers so I get some more use out of them. I mean, not that I haven't used this in a lot, I just was like, maybe I should use it today, so. And also because I wanted something a bit more cooler tone. Okay, so we do have a new highlighter to use, but I just want to do my blush first. So I'm going to go in with this shade from Lawless called Angel Suede. This is one of the Make Me Blush Velvet Blushes. I forgot to clean off my ColourPop brush yesterday, so I'm just going to use my Eco Tools brush. This is still a good blush brush. I just love the ColourPop one even more. I was thinking about using one of the Melt Cream blushes today, but I don't absolutely love the way that they apply over powder, like once you have, you know, set your face. So I'm just using a powder blush today, but I wanted to use this color today. I thought it would be really pretty, like burnt, kind of reddish orange to go with this, and I think it looks really pretty. Okay, so that is that. And then for highlighter, we do have a new highlight. So like I said, I did pick up some cheek products, but these were only like $11. So this is the Melt Cosmetics Blush Light in the shade Ghost Light, and it's basically in like the same packaging that they do for their cream blushes and for like their powder highlighters, so, and their powder blushes. So we're going to use this guy today. And it's like a really pale, like white gold. I was kind of hoping it was going to be more of a, oh god, that's so pretty. It literally is almost the same color. Wow, that's way more pigmented than I thought. Like, you really don't need that much. It goes on, it just glides on the skin. I do have one powder highlighter from Melt, but dang, I didn't think it was going to be like that thick being applied. That is a little much. But it's very pretty. Let me just see what it looks like. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. It looks exactly like the inner corner highlight that I just said. It literally like matches it so well. It's literally the same shade, like a yellow gold, but like a really soft yellow gold. So, I really like that. I just need a little bit more. But yeah, she is pigmented. I'm like, oh, it's a lot more pigmented than I thought. But it's like with Melt, it's all about the pigment. So, but it's really just gliding on the skin. And it gives like this really beautiful, like, it's still intense, but it's kind of like more like a glow from within. And it's really pretty. All right, now all we have left is lips. Okay, so I went ahead and lined my lips with the Minuteman ColourPop lip liner. And I just set my brows with the e.l.f. Wow Brow. And now I'm going to go in with the lipstick. I have this little mini lipstick from Melt. And it's called Frisky. And I'm going to obviously use this because it's a Melt lipstick. I don't know if I've ever actually used this on camera, but I have used it a few times and I do like it. It's a nice lipstick. It's not my absolute favorite formula because it's a bit drying, but it's a nice lipstick. Because you all know how much I love these kind of shades. But yeah, my back is still hurting me. So hopefully it will heal. Because we're supposed to go to the beach again by the end of this month. So it'll definitely be healed by then, but I'm going to drench myself in sunblock this time. All right, and that's pretty much it. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. Here are the eyes. I don't know if they look a little unblended. They look a little unblended to me. I'm sorry, but I don't really want to overblend anymore because I feel like it's kind of gonna just get more saturated. It looks better in person than it does on camera, to be honest. I think it looks really pretty. That blue shade is so super sparkly. So I am excited to use this palette more, but I'm probably not going to use this more until the fall time, to be honest, because that's what I bought it for. And the lip shade is a little bit warm for this, but I think it looks really pretty. The palette definitely is a little bit more subdued when you actually put it on. And I feel like this is like a wearable, colorful look for me right now. Like, I think it's really, really beautiful. So I really like the palette so far. I can't wait to use it more. I also really love the Ghost Light highlighter. I think that this is gorgeous. I think it's super pretty. I really love how it looks on the skin. But I really like Melt's powder. I have 2 other powder products that I'm going to try soon that I also ordered, but they didn't really go with this look. Like, I just really wanted to try the eyeshadow palette and the highlighter today. And then I love this blush with it, and the lipstick looks really pretty. So yeah, that's it, you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at CBW819 and check out my Poshmark at the same handle. I've been selling quite a bit of stuff lately, so if you guys are interested in any of my products that I am selling, then just check out my Poshmark. And I love you guys so much, and I hope you have a great day. And I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I think it turned out really beautiful. So yeah, that's it. Bye.